All right, Chris, we're back again, man. I guess we were gonna do this show some other day, but we just decided to do it tonight because we know how important the information is. So basically, on the two questions I asked before was, how does Nike selling directly on Amazon affect retailers and resellers? But it doesn't stop there, because Nike itself might self-destruct by allowing this thing to happen. You know, and Chris, I want you to tell our audience how this is going to affect Nike in the long run, long term. Like, how would this really be a parasite to their growth? You know, in the near future, maybe in 2, 3, 4 years down the line, what's going to happen? Can you please tell us?
This is one of those things that requires some background. And so yesterday, like I said in the previous thing, I was tweeting back and forth at Matt Powell, the analyst at NPD. I was tweeting at Jason Belzer, the founder of the AD website. And I said that this could be the death of Nike. That's a little extreme, and no, that's not going to happen. And I said, yeah, I do. It's a bit of a hyperbole. I'm exaggerating, but I'm not really exaggerating. All great kingdoms subversively inside by small decisions that they made over time. The problem with Nike actually aligning themselves with Amazon. I don't know how many people out there. I wish we had people in the chat so that we could, you know, ask questions and they could answer. But I mean, obviously, we're still really small, so people aren't watching like that. There's products that are called Amazon Essentials, Amazon Basics. Let me see. I'm working on an article in LS, so let me close out so I can focus on what I'm saying and I won't be confused here. This is the thing. With Amazon, Amazon's launching private labels. And the reason I said that this could be Nike's own undoing was Nike has worked very hard over the last 2 years to build up their e-commerce. And Nike.com is extremely powerful. It's very good. Nike.com will feature Foot Locker on the site and when they sell out of a particular item. And this is the thing. As they've built that up, they've gotten rid of a lot of wholesale accounts, smaller wholesale accounts that probably added up to a lot of money for Nike. But this is the thing. Amazon's starting private labels, okay? What do I mean by private labels? Amazon has ownership of apparel companies underneath Amazon that aren't named Amazon Clothing. These things were disrupting the fashion market. And of course, NPD's Matt Powell said they're not disrupting anything. People don't even know the name of them. And I said that was the point when they released. They never did sit down and do any marketing. It was a subversive introduction of apparel into Amazon.com. And this is the thing. What I think is nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. I knew it because I'm into fashion and I was analyzing and I look at New York Fashion Week. I remember when Amazon decided to sponsor New York Fashion Week a couple of years ago and basically introduced 7 different clothing lines. I keep saying 8, 7 different clothing lines. But they didn't do it with any fanfare and no one knew that it was Amazon. Now, what does that have to do with Nike and Amazon? Energizer batteries, right? Energizer batteries, Duracell batteries on Amazon. Years, all right? Now, I did an article. I explained that the private label batteries that came from, actually, let's go, yeah, the private label batteries from Amazon Basics and Amazon Essentials now sell at a higher rate than Duracell and Energizer, literally cutting Duracell and Energizer out on the platform. If someone searches for batteries or if they do a voice search for batteries, I put a video down there from L2, the channel L2. Prior to that, where they showed that a voice search only brings up Amazon branded products. The research has shown that Amazon products are purchased at a 3 times higher rate than any other product in the category that it's in. So Amazon introduced Elements, right? And it's only available to Prime members on Amazon. Introduced butt wipes, bro. Wipes. And guess who's the 3rd ranked seller of baby wipes? And it's only available to Prime. Amazon is the 3rd ranked behind Huggies and Pampers. But they've only made it available to people who have Amazon Prime. Imagine if they opened it up to everyone, even those who are not Amazon Prime, and you could buy Amazon Elements baby wipes. It's the same with the batteries. If Nike relationship, what I said is, when I was on there chatting back and forth with Matt Powell, Amazon, that and he was like, well, I already supply the data to Amazon on sportswear. They have all of that information. And what I said was, they don't have that information directly from the source. A relationship with Amazon gives, if Nike goes into that relationship, it gives Amazon all of the data they need, all of the sizing, everything that they need to begin to create their own athleisure. Because people are not going to buy Amazon brand. Proven that people will buy Amazon batteries, Amazon clothes hangers, Amazon headphones, Amazon butt wipes. It's already been proven that Amazon can sell their data because they have the biggest platform and people trust that A to Z logo. If Nike goes into this and they're not careful, they can undercut a lot of the growth that they've seen direct to consumer. And that is a big, big issue for the brand itself. So I guess the only, what's that?
Can I interrupt you? I just want you to stress that out again. Tell our viewers why this is so dangerous, because basically Nike is selling to Amazon. Amazon is able to do everything that it's selling. They're able to see everything. So they basically have all the data they need to say, and guess what? You know what? I'll give you an example. I used to sell my Dragon Ball Z mugs on Etsy. I made those myself, right? And I used to sell them on Etsy. And they saw how much I was selling. I was selling about 15 to 20 a day. And guess what? They kicked me out of the place and they started selling the same thing I was selling. I'm just giving you a picture of what happens, because these places like Amazon, they own their platform, so they can see exactly what is going on. And that's why to sell on Amazon, they will send you this email saying, hey, we noticed that this is selling well, so why don't you go ahead and go see if you can get this product. So Nike is basically undermining themselves by putting themselves out there like that and giving Amazon basically all they need to replicate these products. I don't think they're going to try to make sneakers, but all their apparels, clothing and everything, they're going to cut Nike. They're going to really put a dent into that business. You know, but I also want you to talk about fractured traffic. How is that affected the Nike website?
Well, this is the thing. Nike's built up such an efficient kind of machine in Nike.com and Swoosh.com. I mean, in all honesty, man, and with Amazon, it feels to me like fear. And in response to Adidas's growth. Nike really doesn't need anybody, man. I mean, they do such a fantastic job of marketing and content creation and creating product that people already go to their platform and buy things. I mean, they sell out of items on their own platform. It's like, why would they do that? If anything, it would seem to me that they would remove some of the restrictions that they have on their for selling online. But that's not what you're asking. Fractured search. People trust Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you're going to use Amazon because Amazon doesn't require you to have to input any information to make an order. Your information is already on file. You have free returns. You have free shipping. the relationship between the buyer and Amazon is established. Now, as the market begins to realize that there are certain products made by Nike on Amazon, people will go to Amazon and search for that product before they'll go to Nike and search for that product. In other words, creating this relationship basically gives Amazon a sense of legitimacy of basically being equal.
Yeah.
Equal. So people are going to search on Amazon for Nike products that might have originally only gone to Nike's website. They may be creating a fractured search, and that's not good either. It's like having a website and then having 3 or 4 different sections of that website where you send people to. And you know what a better example is? It's like being on social media and having a website. People will spend more time on social media. They don't earn any money on their website because they're answering all of the questions on social media. You're breaking apart all of your traffic in order to build up your company. And sometimes that doesn't work very well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And guess
in Nike's
what?
case, go ahead.
And guess what? When you sell through Amazon, basically they tell you exactly how your return policy is going to be like. So, I mean, you can set up your own return policy, but guess what? You're going to have a gang of returns. That's why it's better to do your own thing on your own platform, because you basically are still kind of like a king of your own kingdom. You don't let somebody else make those decisions for you, because Amazon's buyers can be really difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ask you some of the worst things, and I think, I mean, Nike's already dealing with it. They're a $1 billion company or $1 million, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that's going to add more headaches to their own business, which they can sell to their own website. They don't need Amazon, to be honest with you. I don't even know what's the big deal with Amazon, and everybody thinks they are like, well, I guess they are because they have all the traffic, but still, I just feel like people need to be more, and it really surprised me, like businesses this big will make such dumb decisions. I just don't get it.
Well, it's not a dumb decision when you consider they could add $1 billion to their profits.
Yeah, but we're not talking just a couple of years. We're talking long term.
We're not talking short term. We're talking long term.
Yeah, you know, how is that going to affect the business in the long run? You know, I don't think they see that. They see it that way.
You know what I see? I see a unique opportunity for to align themselves with that Nike is basically screwing. Think about this. When you walk into a DTLR or into a City Gear, or you walk into Hibbett's or Foot Locker even, who owns most of the retail wall space?
You already know. Swoosh.
Swoosh. All of these businesses have built their entire customer base on Nike. Now that Adidas is growing, have to literally revise their entire walls space to Adidas. It's a unique opportunity for Adidas to say, hey, we are with the retailers who carry our products. And that's the danger in what Nike is doing. Think about this. If all of the brands that are available, if Asics, New Balance, even Puma, Fill in Pieces, we keep going down, Clay, if all of these brands, these different stores, hey, we are never going to align ourselves with Amazon. We are going to work with you to make sure that we're creating opportunities for you to sell or put items on sale on your website that are from our companies. If these other companies sit down and do that, this could end up being something that backfires on Nike in a major way, because those retail outlets, I think that the demise of brick and mortar is going away. Brick and mortar stores are going away. People are not going as much. However, if Adidas or if Puma or if Asics or if New Balance or if any of these companies decide to support the retail outlets that carry their brands, support them in helping them to establish stronger e-commerce and ability to sell through e-commerce, it provides a unique opportunity for Nike to be undercut even more than what Adidas has done in the last year. Dangerous situation for Nike. Now, is it the death of Nike? No. I was using hyperbole just to get people's attention, because no one responds to you if you speak logically and you're just introducing something. Matt Powell would have never answered me, or Jason Belzer would have never answered me had I just said, I don't think this is smart.
Yeah.
No one would have paid attention. But if I say this is the death of Nike, it sounds like I'm crazy. It's sounding crazy to get a response, because what I want people to understand is that sneakerheads are more than just a bunch of dudes wearing sneakers and trading them at a show. A little bit more informed. We know more than you think we know. And maybe it's not just
for a long time. So we see what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's not these data dudes that need to be in the offices. Maybe Nike needs to start looking at the smaller website, people like us, and saying, hey, why don't you guys come in here and tell us what you think? You know, because we actually look at this stuff and we care. And I think a lot of sneakerheads care. And a lot of sneakerheads eventually want to be in business. A lot of guys want to own their own stores and all this other stuff.
Yeah, well, hopefully they listen to this, man. I mean, we spend time, you know, analyzing these topics because we know that it matters. So we don't just talk to just talk. You know, we give you.
It does, man. It's very important stuff. And I think, you know, and I'll leave it at this, man. I don't think it's very smart for Nike. It's almost like they're sabotaging their own e-commerce growth. I don't think it's a very good thing for them.
I agree. You know, well, we're gonna wrap it up again. You know, hopefully, I'm kind of tired too, man. My whole body hurt. So
yeah, it's late on your side, man. I'm on Central Time. You're on East Coast time. So
yeah, we're gonna have some more shows coming for you next week. You know, stay tuned because we always working. You know, we don't stop. You know, there's always something new. So stay tuned and always, you know, subscribe to the channels, guys. You know, just help us. You know, we're not begging for it. We're just saying you want us to keep doing this. We work hard, man. We got kids, we got a family to take care of, so we still make time for you to come out here and to talk. So make sure you subscribe and share the information. Let us know how we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And if there's anything, any suggestion, you know, send us an email or make a comment. You know, we don't care. If you don't like it, let us know. That's why we're here. You know, we're here to exchange information and to learn from one another.
That's it, man.
Chris, anything you want to say?
No, man, make sure you guys subscribe to the stations. It's a Thursday, so tomorrow means I'm doing Insider Ties. I'll recap what we talked about tonight on Insider Ties, and I'll put links to it on Insider Ties for people to check out. And I don't have anything to say, man. I appreciate you, bro. And I'll wrap with you later, and I'll wrap with the people on the next one. Peace.